Hey friends and clients, today Andrew and I are going to be having a candid conversation about what are the top three most concerning things that sellers are talking about in today's market moving into 2026. But before we dive into that, I want to let you all know that on January 7th, 2026 at 7 p.m., we're going to be hosting an online home seller workshop. This workshop, we're going to be talking about the simple steps that you can take that are low cost, that have a high return to prepare your home for the market to get maximum dollars for your home, as well as what does the market outlook look like for next year, how to appeal to buyers, the things we need to do to market your home effectively, etc. Totally free workshop. It'll be live January 7th at 7 p.m. There's going to be a link in the email for you guys to register for that. We would love to see you on there. So as I mentioned previously, Andrew and I speak with over 100 people every single week. And Andrew, what are some of the top questions that you're seeing sellers bring up right now that is a concern as we're entering into the market, listing a home at the end of 2025 right now, going into 2026?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. A handful of them are, what's the value of my home? What do I need to do to get ready to sell my home? What are the fees that I should expect as a seller? And give me some more information about these concessions that I'm hearing to help buy down the buyer's rate. Hearing a lot of that with our sellers right now.
Figuring out your home value, that is the million-dollar question that everyone has right now. And obviously, residential real estate is valued based on comparable sales. And so if I'm sitting with a seller today and we're talking about, okay, what can we list our home for? What should we expect it to sell for? We have to look at our competition. What are the other homes on the market that we're competing against right now? We're also going to look at what has sold within your same subdivision and within 1 mile that is a similar home. So let's just say your home is a 2-story home. We're only going to look at 2-story homes that are plus or minus 10 or 15% in square footage, and then just make some adjustments for amenities such as a pool, a 3rd-car garage, or an oversized lot, things like that. So in terms of cost to sell a home, there's a couple of different things to keep in mind. The first thing is that when you hire a real estate professional, there will be a listing fee. Now, we have different packages for our clients just based on the level of marketing and representation that they want for their home. The different packages allows for the client to get exactly what they want from us as their listing agent. And we've had a lot of clients that express a lot of gratitude with the different offerings to fit their given circumstance. Now, when it comes to seller concessions that you asked about, Andrew, what we're seeing is that about 75% of the transactions that take place in our MLS actually have seller paid closing costs. And those closing costs go for the buyer's interest rate buy down, which a lot of buyers are doing what's called a 2-1 buy down. Typically, that's roughly 2% of the purchase price or loan amount in this case to buy that interest rate down. And that allows the buyer to have lower payments for the first 2 years as they ease into the home, hoping that rates are going to drop in the next couple of years and they can refinance during that term. So those are very common for a seller to be giving buyers a credit. Now, obviously that's variable just depending on the price range of the home. Obviously homes that are, 750 or higher into the millions, those typically are not seeing as much seller concessions. Those buyers are more concerned about the actual price, and they have their financing usually lined up and taken care of. They're not really needing assistance. They're wanting the best deal on the home. And so it really just depends based on the price point and the buyer. First-time buyers absolutely are going to need assistance, whereas someone that's moving up or has more, let's just say they're selling a different home, they have a lot of cash to put down, that is not likely going to result in as much seller-paid closing cost assistance. But at the end of the day, regardless if it's a listing fee or seller paid closing cost assistance, whatever the case may be, all that matters for the seller is the bottom line. And that's where the expertise of how a transaction is handled, how a negotiation is handled, how a conversation is handled, and me having personally bought and sold a lot of homes myself, knowing what it feels like when I'm making a decision on a negotiation back and forth, I know exactly what conversations and what specific things being done or said during that negotiation can impact the bottom line by $10,000 or $20,000. And if that negotiation is handled incorrectly, it can significantly impact the bottom line. So Again, our goal and our mission for our sellers is to net the highest amount of money possible in a given market, timing and anything else considered. If you're sitting there as a seller and you're thinking, I don't know if it's the right time in the market to sell, what do my options look like? I'd love to talk with you. Schedule a strategy call with me. We'll walk through your individual situation and see what makes the most sense for you given this timing in the market and your goals. And also, for all of you that are just kind of generally curious, would like to learn more about what does it look like to sell your home in 2026, remember our seller workshop on January 7th at 7 p.m. We're going to be hosting it live on Zoom, so you can hop in. We're going to do live Q&A. It's completely free, and it's just an educational event to help our clients and our friends understand what it looks like to be a seller in 2026.